What's up, world? Now, I know, before I dive into this, I just want to preface this by saying, I get sometimes that I push something on you that you probably don't want to hear, or that you don't want to see, or anything like that. And I've been doing that for the past couple of months, and I really want to say I'm sorry for pushing something that I know a lot of you probably have heard time and time and time and time and time again. Where YouTubers talk about, VidCon, or they talk about Playlist Live, or they talk about San Diego Comic Con, or they talk about, E3, or Bufferfest, or, Playlist Live, or whatever the event is. I don't want to be in that group where I push, going to these events and, making it uncomfortable for you guys because it's just, different. And I've been doing that for far too long. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are certain things in the past couple months that have really piqued my interest, if you will. I love reading books. I would do book reviews again in a heartbeat. I do love watching movies. I love to do movie reviews again someday. I love watching TV shows, and I would love to do 2 reviews again, and listening to new music and doing reviews on each song. I would love to do that again, but it's just not in the cards right now. I mean, sure, in the past couple months I've seen maybe maybe 4 or 5 films that I really liked, or that I went and saw in theaters, or that I watched on iTunes and on Netflix and all that stuff. And that goes same with TV shows. I just not even a week ago I finished watching Stranger Things, all 3 seasons. And I'm trying to dive back into watching American Horror Story and getting caught up because I haven't watched season 5, 6, and 7 they have on Netflix. And I started watching The Punisher again. I watched the first season. I'm in the 2nd episode of season 2. It's just, I don't complete things. And that's another problem I have. This is not me complaining or telling you that I need to start doing things again. I'm just saying that, I don't have any other books to finish. I've, finished all the books I own. Whether it's a YouTuber's book, whether it's Game of Thrones, or Harry Potter, or Fantastic Beasts, whatever books out there, I would love to read them all. But there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of titles out there that you could read, or you can listen to on Audible.com or whatever. I'm not saying this is not a paid promotion. That's not what this is. There's movies out there that I haven't seen. There's so much in this world that I've only hit a minuscule amount of it. And I know I changed topics, but I don't want you guys to think that just because I've been talking about VidCon next year and talking about Sacramento Comic Con, which I'm not going to this year. I changed my mind and I do not want to go this year. The lunch thing, which I had to postpone until later on, going back to Hacienda and the bar situation, I had to postpone that. I'm just working on myself, most importantly, and sometimes I repeat myself time and time and time and time again, and I know it can be repetitive and I know it can be boring sometimes, but these are the things that excite me. These are the things that I want to do, and I'm gonna do. And it may get old after, so much time goes by, but, going to events like Comic-Con, when I went the first 2 times, in 2014 and 2017, going to, the event that I'm trying not to talk about, when I went 2013 and 2014, I've always wanted to go back to these events, except for Comic-Con. I want to try new Comic-Cons, like the San Diego version, or the Orlando version, or the Las Vegas version. I want to go to E3. I want to go to TwitchCon. These are just some of the few things that I want to do before I die, you know. And I'm not saying I'm going to die tomorrow or anything like that. I'm planning on living a long, healthy, full life. But I want to go to these events, and I want to go to, you know, Playlist Live in Orlando, Florida. I want to go to Disneyland again. Or not Disneyland. Yeah, well, Disneyland. And I want to go to Disney World and Universal Studios, both in California and in Florida. I want to go to New York and meet people that I've been friends with for a very, very long time. I want to go to, you know, back to Ohio where my family's from. I want to do all these things, but I gotta take time for myself before I can actually make these things happen. Like, for example, that event that's happening next year that I really want to go to, that I'm going to try to go to, it's been 6 years since I went to the last one. And it's been 2 years, almost 3 years by the time that one happens. But I don't want to go to that. I want to focus on going to the main YouTube convention and focus on going to, you know, the Comic-Cons of the world that aren't in my city, you know, and go to, you know, the Playlist Lives, going to the New York Comic-Con, doing all these things that normal people wouldn't do. And I know it sounds redundant, and it sounds like I'm trying to push something onto you, like make you think that everything is just all sunshine and rainbows for me. It's not. And it's not for every single person to understand where I'm coming from and all the videos I've made in the past 2+ years, all the way to 7 years, because I've been on YouTube for 7 years and some change. We're almost getting to the halfway point. I think August 12th is the halfway point. February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Oh, we already passed it. No, if you count February, so it's August 12th, yeah. And we'll be 7 years on Twitter next month, on the 23rd of August. I mean, it's the 15th day of July, which means we're pretty much halfway through the month of July. And then it comes August, then September, then October, then November, then December. So hopefully sometime in September or October, they have all the information I need for what I plan on doing next summer. I'm not going to go to Disney Day. That's one thing I'm not going to do, because they're going to be opening up the whole, you know, Marvel stuff in California Adventure, and I just want to wait until, you know, everything's kind of settled down with the whole, you know, Star Wars land that they just finished in Disneyland, and then when they finish the Marvel area of California Adventure. But I'm going to finish what I got to do. There's a video I'm watching right now, and then I'm going to go play some Sims 4. But I just wanted to let you guys know, I'm not trying to push anything on you. I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. So take it that with a grain of salt, or take it however you want to take it. But I'm not trying to push an agenda on you. I never have been trying to push an agenda on you. It may seem like that, but it isn't. So I will see, like I said, I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. You all know the drill. Keep it real. Bye-bye.